Howdy do, it's Canunu. Today we're looking at a replay of a race Bandit, Zelt and I all did together. We were in the Jail More Sport server for Silverstone. It just so happened that it was just the three of us. But yeah, this was a really good race between Bandit and I wanted to share it. This race happened a few days ago, or a little longer than a few days ago, so by now I've already pretty much forgotten about it, except for a couple moves, a couple misses, or not misses, near misses and stuff. And it was a very good race. Bandit really put on a good defense. So now I'm going to watch it back with almost fresh eyes and see how I did too. Probably could have went down the inside a lot more aggressively there, but I didn't really want to cause an issue because we've been trying to get Bandit's safety rating up for quite a while now. He keeps getting murdered in online races, and it's dumping his SA down quite a bit all the time. So I've been so when it was just me and Bandit pretty much through this race, been trying to get his SA up, but a good race came out of it. So pretty much no trickery here. A good run there. Had to let off slightly at the apex to not rear end him. I find that I am very slow on the opening lap or two of a race, especially when following closely behind somebody. Even though Bandit is somebody I trust to race against, I find it's just a natural response. Yeah, look at that, a little bit of oversteer there, but I find it's a natural response for me to be somewhat slow at the beginning of a race and then really pick up the pace by the end, which makes me feel that sometimes I'll have been doing like a second faster than I did in qualifying on almost just as much fuel. And I would be like, what the fuck, why? I could have had such a better result if I would have been faster the rest of the race. But that's just, I guess, how it goes. Anyway, I guess we should get into the race. Be a little bit mostly quiet throughout this video. You can see Bandit unrealistically sliding around there with his lovely netcode or his connection or whatever. That was a bit of an issue for both of us for this day, if I recall correctly. He's on wired connection, but it's kind of shitty right now, as he says. And I'm on a wireless connection because I still have to get my Ethernet cable set up and stuff. So excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm on a wireless connection because I haven't got my Ethernet cable set up yet. Yeah, there you go. Some more slanted. That's another reason why I was more cautious than I normally am this race. Oh, I should probably turn the HUD on, eh? You'll see a bit of a pop-up. Just a second. Let me turn my mouse back on. There we go. There we go. There's the HUD. You can see what the fuck I'm doing. For the fuel, usually cut it pretty close. Running the shit, I forget what it's called, but it's one of the fancy overlays that you can use with SimHub. You don't see it when I'm racing because I haven't figured out how to get it to record through OBS yet, but it's very helpful, especially when you do like 3 or 4 laps by yourself on a track in a car, and it'll just tell you like how much to put in for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. It's a very helpful tool that I would always use for anything that is within a fuel tank. Had a pretty decent run there, but somehow I seemed to get some pretty decent leverage out of that second phase of that section, and pulled away before the braking zone. And of course, like I said earlier, trying to get Bandit's safety rating up, so I don't want to make any stupid moves on him. I don't know if you would have noticed this, but the end of the last lap, you get a little pop-up under your name in the bottom left right corner, showing your best time and your last time up to this point in the replay. And so far, I've gotten a 2-minute 0.8 seconds, which isn't entirely bad. But I find that I'm usually running mid to high 59s if I'm really pushing, and then low 2 minutes if I am cruising, not thinking too hard about shit. Don't take that as me saying that Bandit's slow. He always says he's slow, which he is in some tracks, but this track really shows that he does have the pace to be as fast as me or Zealot at any other track. Just under a second behind him on that straight. Speaking of Zealot, it's been a while since he said he's driven on ACC, and he's still got some pretty bad habits from his Forza days for this track. So that's his explanation for being slow as fuck. So you can make fun of him all you want. I don't mind. Anyway. An interesting dynamic for the three of us is Bandit, the driver in front. He's got a Fanatec GD1 wheel and I think Club Sport V3 pedals or something like that. Anyway, low cell pedals. And it's got a really fancy rig and stuff like that. Put a lot of money into it. And Zealot's got a CSL Elite, I think. Yeah, a CSL Elite. And he's got I think the CSL Elite pedals without the load cell in it. But I'm on a Thrustmaster T150, so we got high end with Bandit, we got mid range with Zealot, and then we got low end with me. A couple races ago, it was once again Bandit versus me. Tires are fucking going like no tomorrow, and I made a joke saying that if I win, I'll make a YouTube video about this and say, T150 driver beats DD1 wheel driver. Just completely ignoring that I have a lot more experience with sim racing than he does. And it was a joke. That was at Catalunya. Can't remember if I won or he won, but it was definitely a last lap situation there. The title of this video is going to be something like insane full race fight for the lead, or fight for first, or whatever. And when I say by fight, I don't really mean constantly side by side. It's a sim racing fight doesn't just consist of that. It's consisting of lightly defending, putting your car in the right place, getting a better exit, focusing on your driving, but also maintaining the knowledge of the driver behind you or in front of you. That's for the driver in front, and then there's the driver behind who gives little peaks, little distractions, but also has to maintain a consistent pace and has to react quick enough so that if they're braking within a foot or two of each other, they're not getting rear-ended. So that's what I mean by a fight, a battle, or whatever in sim racing. Sure, side by side is nice, and you can't get that. I've been having it fairly frequently myself, but these are the kinds of races that I really like. Anticipation, and then whether I make a move or not that sticks is the good shit. Just as good as entire lap side by side battles or stuff like that. Yeah, it's a little quiet here. Not really making too many moves against Bandit. Again, trying to maintain the fact that we need to get Bandit's safety rating up so we can do high SA servers and hopefully not get murdered every race. But also racing hard to get the race win, because I'm a bit of a prideful person. I do like winning. But I'm not gonna throw it all away for him to lose safety rating, because I'm at 99 and he's at something like 82 or 83 at the time of this race. So far, I've been mainly testing out different lines, different braking points, different getting on the gas points. Using a little bit more curb here, using a bit more curb there, stuff like that. I started to notice that Bandit was taking a really tight line through whatever the heck that section is called. The second part of that section. And I really thought that I would get a pass. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Talking lots makes me yawn. Anyway, I really thought I would get a pass going into the final two corners at the end of that straight. And I didn't really get too many opportunities for that during this race. In fact, I think I only got 2 more opportunities for a move down that straight. Yeah, we also had a couple other drivers join while we were racing. I don't think that I've seen them though, so yeah, it was fine. Getting really close to Bandit here. and a little bit of slide. I think I clipped the inside hump of that curb and pushed my car outwards. That makes sense to me, so that's probably what happened. Hitting that inside sausage curb at the first corner there is really detrimental to the rest of that section. I think this upcoming, yeah, I think this is called Village, this corner and the next corner. There was an accidental lunge down there. For whatever reason, I didn't feel like I was braking fast enough to maintain myself behind Bandit. We had a little bit of a laugh about that in voice chat while that was happening. Braking a little late into there, but trying to bring it back with a nice late apex. If I remember correctly, at this point the tires were starting to feel a little loose. I think I was overheating them a little bit, trying to stay behind Bandit with that aero, the loss of aerodynamics and all that. But it wasn't too bad, so it was just something enough to notice, but not enough to really hinder my driving abilities. I think this lap or the next lap, Bandit and I shot a few jabs at the Zealot for him being 8 seconds behind. But it was all in good fun. I'm sure he'll get better at this track in no time with a bit more practice at it. Not really a look down the inside, but enough to be like, yo, go faster. Just taking it easy on this lap. I remember that corner quite well, actually. Here goes my dive. That was the pass of the century. Not really, but I thought he was going to go wide in that corner like I did the other lap, and I took advantage of the fact that he was not turning in right away. Those are things you kind of got to do when you're racing. A good driver like Bandit would notice that, especially with the radar on. You would definitely notice that someone diving up the inside, and so a good driver would notice that and widen his apex to not cause a collision. Which is good, because I wasn't really expecting myself to go for that at the time. I think I just did it and hoped for the best. Well, that makes me sound like a lot more inexperienced driver than I think maybe I am. But sometimes I make moves and don't realize that I'm just in a racing state of mind. Kind of a hey, let's win kind of thing. I think there is one more lap after this. But I'm gonna spoil it. I win this race. Now that I'm past, and I think, yeah, about a second, yeah, just over a second away from him, and I don't make any mistakes, so I guess I'll just be quiet and let you enjoy the next lap, if there is a next lap. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed this race. It was very fun. I know Bandit enjoyed it. I don't know, that's the end. Cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said 20 seconds ago. And take care. Comb your hair. Yada yada. Yada yada.